And some Texas lawmakers are now trying to pass a bill that allows police officers to return people who cross into the U.S. unlawfully back to Mexico. The law would allow them to do this instead of making an arrest. But can the state actually do that? Ken's 5's Andrew Moore is looking into it.
Under House Bill 4, for the first time ever, Texas will subject people to detention and arrest for illegal entry into our state.
House Bill 4 would allow any police officer who determines a migrant entered the country illegally to remove that migrant from Texas by, quote, transporting the person to a port of entry, like this international bridge to Mexico, and, quote, ordering the person to return to the foreign nation from which the person entered. Texas Representative David Spiller says it's never been done before.
A Texas solution to a Texas problem.
But immigration attorney Gerardo Menchaca says it's not done because it's not legal.
A police officer can't just take somebody to an international bridge and say, hey, you walk across the bridge to Mexico.
Right, cannot. Absolutely not.
Menchaca says the Supreme Court has already said only the federal government can enforce immigration law, and if the state tries, there could be problems. First, local officers don't have the resources to identify deportable migrants.
The officers who are trained to do that are the ones who work for the Department of Homeland Security or the federal government.
And second, if an officer tried to order a migrant to return to Mexico, federal officials at the border might stop it from happening.
They're not going to allow that to happen. They're going to say, whoa, we deport, right? So they're going to detain those people.
The bill has already passed the House and is now in the Senate. But Menchaca believes the federal government would immediately sue Texas if it ever became law. Andrew Moore, KENS 5.
Thanks so much, Andrew. And an SUV smashes into the side of a Whataburger, forcing it to close. It happened this afternoon on Southwest Loop 410 near Palo Alto Road. The car rammed into one of the restrooms. Police say the driver was actually a Whataburger employee showing up for their shift. He told police officers his brakes failed as he was parking. Happening